Okay, sorry guys, I'm just setting up stream. Setting up stream. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do class runs. Class runs. So this is permadeath 450 of 1,000. What's up, Cody? Welcome. Class runs. Got butter? So you guys don't know what the run is. It's a permadeath run, which means we can't die at all. This will be my 450th no death run of the Soulsborne series. I'm going to turn the music on from the game, though. Let's see. What's up, Ben? Welcome. So we're going to run first class. If we have time, we'll run second class. Just coughing, man. That's all I got is coughing. I'm coughing, pretty much.
Seems to be the ruckus.
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
450 no death runs. Okay. Class, first class is warrior. Broken straight sword. Nah, let's do knight first. Fuck that. I'm not in the mood for that today. I don't have time for that today, so if I had time for it. Bonfire ascetic. Let's get healing orders.
All people come here for the same reason.
So 450 no death runs of the Soulsborne series. We're only allowed to use class setup, which means broadsword and this armor, basically. So we can't use anything but the setup. We can use rings. Can't change armors or anything like that, so just have to use what we have here. That's what a class run is. Any percent, by the way. Since we're going to do all classes, which means no DLC. Which is a pretty short run. It shouldn't take more than 3 hours at the most. So, so what's up, guys? How you been? How's life? What's going on with you guys? What have you been up to? How are things? You know. I wonder if Jane's gonna show up at any point. What's up, Jeremy? Welcome. See, what does this scale with? C and strength. Okay. Strength character. Hogwarts Legacy, how was it, man? Did you enjoy it or no? Let me plug in my vape for a little bit. Technically, all we need is 1,000,000 souls, but since we can't wear the armor set, it's going to be a little tougher to get to 1,000,000 souls. So, it's one of the reasons why I kind of just didn't get the bonfire ascetic. What's up, Jeremy? Welcome. Had fun, enjoy a good Magic game. That's fair. Glad you liked it. The only thing I couldn't get through was the dialogue, man. Like, for stream specifically, it's a good game. It's just, a lot of people don't like to sit through that dialogue, man, you know? And I don't know how to make the dialogue interesting while I'm streaming it, unfortunately. I am not one of those streamers.
Please stop this. I've no choice now.
So yeah, guys, this is a class run, so we're playing as the knight, which we can only use the class stuff that we get from the base game. So in other words, it can only use this armor, only use this weapon. I can use any rings I want. But we have to beat the game without dying, basically, just with the broadsword and whatever armor set we have. We can't use a shield or any of that, just whatever the class comes from. So it's a pretty standard type run. It's not too terrible. It's just very basic. So I already did magic only, no death on Christmas, Adam. It's not that bad. The only thing is going to be a reduction in damage is the only thing we're going to get, really. It's not too terrible. The scaling for the basic staff isn't that great, but it's still not that terrible. I could beat the whole game with just a dagger, though. So, just level the dagger only, really, if I wanted to beat the game. Because I've done one-handed dagger only, no death as well. Call that one the John Wick run, though. That one was pretty fun. I've done Hex only, Miracles only, and Sorcery only, pure Sorcery. So I've done pretty much all the magic runs in this game. Except for I think I haven't done Pyromancy only. I think I failed that one once. That was it. That's one I need to bring back. Y'all are being insane right now. Oh yeah, did she give me the ring? She should give me the ring. Yeah. Butter, butter, butter. What's up, Otto? Welcome. How you doing, man? This is my 450th no death run of the Soulsborne series, guys. You believe that? 450 no death runs. Permadeath, no death, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, 450 total. It's fucking crazy. Almost to half the goal. Yeah, man. We're getting there slowly but surely. Did you have to restart the run? No, I haven't. This isn't the... What do you call it? What's it called? The region lock run. We failed the run yesterday. I got killed by a boulder, bro. Yeah, we failed that run yesterday. I have to start that one again. I just didn't feel like doing it today because I have a long investment because I have 200 packages today to deliver for UPS. So I have to make some short strides here because I have to restart that run, and it's a hell of an investment, dude. You know? What's up? Welcome. Donato, welcome. How you doing, man? Boulder. Yeah, I got hit by a boulder, dude. Fucking happens, though. Because my dumb ass was showing off and I got fucking murdered because of it. Yeah, it snowed on that Wednesday, last Wednesday. Yeah, it snowed. Well, I was running, too. It was pretty brutal. It was cold as shit because the wind was like 30 miles an hour or something like that. It was, I think that was like during where the fire really started, right? In California, because they had like 100-mile-per-hour winds or some shit like that. We got like 30 miles over here, which, with the wind chill factor, it was pretty fucking cold, bro. It was definitely a freezing ass experience. What's up, Willis? Thanks for saying hi on YouTube as well, dude. So we're just doing class runs for a little bit. This is the night class, no death run. The Witcher 4. Hey, by the way, guys, so they're doing the 16th. There's going to be the demo for the first Berserker Kazan out. If you're interested in playing the first Berserker of Kazan, the demo for it's going to be released on the 16th, and I will be streaming that. To the GGs, guys. Butter my biscuits, baby. It's so buttery, them biscuits are so tasty with my buttered biscuits. No, we don't have time. This is any percent class run. I do have 3 all bosses no death runs though on YouTube if you want to watch it. Dwayne. 3. We don't have time. I have to deliver 200 packages today, so I only have 3 hours to stream for. Come on, dude. Come here. Why are you fucking taking... Oh, my God, dude. This guy. Sometimes he goes real quick. Sometimes he goes real slow. Can someone summon the spirit of Jane Parrish to chat? I'm gonna summon her myself. I'm just gonna share my shit real quick. There we go. This is the final boss. Who's the final boss of Dark Souls 2? Aldia? That's the true final boss of Dark Souls 2. Put a summon sign down yet? Yep, that's the way it works, dude. The real slow guy? Yeah, no shit, right?
So, right?
Butter, butter, butter. There's so much butter. Can't believe the butter. Thank you kindly. Weirdo. Butter easy squirt. Woo! Woo, baby.
Not bow. Not a
Do I have 10 vigor? I don't even know. I need 10 vigor. Oh yeah, I have 12 vigor. We're perfectly fine. Time marches on. Who's texting me, man? Jesus Christ. Yeah, nothing. Nobody's texting me. All right, whatever. Just updates from my phone, baby.
What? Just a...
Should have been a cowboy.
Satisfied?
I think so. Mew Mew, baby. Should have been a cowboy. Minus 19, bro, in Wisconsin. Jesus. Reddit. Give me strength. Strength. No, we need strength. We don't need anything else but strength. I do have the ring on. Basically the truth. Where am I jumping? I'm not jumping there. Don't be a dumbass. Breaking the young girls' hearts. Just like Gene and Roy. Should have been a cowboy. Thanks, Ozzy. Appreciate it. Should have been a cowboy. That's going to be stuck in my head all day, dude. You guys like Alan Jackson or no? Yeah, I love Alan Jackson too. He's one of my favorites. I love Alan Jackson, Dwight Yoakam, and Brooks and Dunn a lot. A lot. I love Brooks and Dunn, man. It's that sword made it hard to get through there for whatever reason. That was weird. Brooks and Dunn, they have Ma Maria. That song's really badass. Then there's Neon Moon, one of my favorite songs as well. There's a Boot Scootin' Boogie. There's lots of fucking good songs out there that are country, dude. I mean, I know that some people don't like 90s country, though, but, like, Friends in Low Places is probably one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm not the biggest Garth Brooks fan, though. You know what I mean, personally, but I do like me some Friends in Low Places songs, for sure. Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. That song, I don't know who sings it, actually. I don't know who sings that song. Breaking the young girls' hearts. I do like Chris Stapleton, though. He's one of the newer musicians I actually quite like. Hey, Jane, what's up? How you been, lady? Yeah, Chris Stapleton is amazing. Like, probably one of the best vocalists I've heard in a very long time. I love me some Chris Stapleton, man. Granted, of course, Tennessee Whiskey got played the fuck out, but I still like that song. I don't give a shit. We're running class runs right now, Jane, is what we're doing. This is the night class run. Just to break it up from the last run, because the last run was super long, you know? What's up, Buttercup? Let's go. Because this will be run 450 of 1,000, which, I mean, it's kind of a landmark if you think about it, you know? 450 no-death runs is a lot of runs, dude. It's a lot of no-death runs. Mm. Best discovery turtle can be killed with heavily thunder, dark great sword with a binocular aimed. That's good shit. That is good shit indeed, yeah. So I've been practicing the no-hit run in this game again. I'm saving it up for where I can actually completely pull it off. I'm pretty close to it, actually. It's really weird how fast I learned the route for a no-hit in this game. But then again, I do have a lot of hours in the game, so you know what I mean? It is something that I probably could pick up at the drop of a hat at this point. Yeah, the Soul Spear, when you free aim it, is really good. Is really, really good, for sure. It comes in pretty handy. All right. Time for the Shaded Woods. The Shady Woods, baby. Ooh-wee. Should have been a cowboy. Riding my horse on the cattle drive. Should have been a cowboy. You got a delivery coming? All right. Currently ring plus a 1. Come fucking seriously? Stupid ass jump. Baby jump! Are you running a new character? I died in the previous run. We're doing class runs. This is my 450th no death run of the Soulsborne series. So we're running night class right now because I have to restart the run. It's going to take too long. So I'm just going to run a simple any percent today. Class run. God damn it. Fucking bush fucked me up just there. Stupid ass bush. Because we're running class runs, Wasim. A class run is basically a run where you only use the starting class weapons. And starting class stuff that they give you, essentially. So we're running as the knight. Right now, with only the broadsword. Does that make sense? So starting class stuff only is basically what this run is. The knight, I just said it. Running is the knight. The broadsword and the knight's armor. That's what we're running. Don't worry, you don't get hit right yet. That's the no-hit run, yeah. For sure. No, we can't even get a new sword. We can only use the broadsword the whole game, dude. Literally. That's what a class run is. Means only using what the class starts with, and that's it. Nothing else. Basically. We can use, like, you know, consumables and rings, but basically whatever weapon and armor they start with, we have to use the whole run. Can't take this shit off, basically. Of course he healed him. Why wouldn't he? What a shithead. What's up? Welcome to the stream, David. How you doing, man? Grand Wizard. Jesus. Grand Sniper Wizard. That's definitely a good one. Should have been a cowboy. Good, man. Just running a class, no death run, my 450th of the Soulsborne series. Trying to get to the 500 mark. We're pretty damn close. All we need is 50 more runs. I was running like 50 a month a while back, you know. It's just... After a while, your consistency starts to waver and you start getting tired of doing them, you know. But we were running like 50 a month or some shit like that at one point. Which is kind of ridiculous. Butter, butter, butter. I'll be around if you make it back. No, we don't need those. Poison arrows are useless. These will come in handy, though. Stopped at McDonald's? What? What's up, Mark? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Oh, well. Close one. I missed the head just slightly, dude, you know? Great soul embraced. Breaking the young girls' hearts, just like Gene and Roy. Should have been a cowboy. Thanks for the heart, Twilight Zone. I appreciate you. What cannot be done. What has been done cannot be undone. NG plus 2 rotten. Woo! Baby. Twice as smelly. Will you stop doing that shit, dude? For real. Do the thing. Not that, you asshole. That. There you go. Oh, oh, oh! Fire! Great soul embraced. What's up, Sammy? Happy Monday. How you doing, girl? Welcome to my 450th no death run of the Soulsborne series. Breaking the young girls' hearts. Yeah, we need to put something else in my head. What should go in there? Turn around every now and then. What do you think? Good song? Good choice? Yes or no? You were to a primal bonfire that's lit. We're at 480,000 souls, which isn't enough, but still. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't sing that song. I can't. I don't have the pitch for that, dude. I don't have it. 20. 25. We need to be 30 here. 25 here. You could probably pump all the way to 30, which is perfect. Some endurance. 20 is perfect. Breaking the young girls' hearts. So, yep. Oh, no, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. That's true. I love that song, too. That's actually a really decent song, man. We were sharing the same dream, by the way. It beats My Heart Will Go On by fucking Celine Dion, don't it? You're gonna miss my love. What about that one? You guys like that song? You know what song that is? That's another question. Took you an hour to find the stupid bell. That sounds about right. It's Dark Souls. You'll never find. Yep. Yes! Someone who loves you like I do. That's right. That's right. That song is good, bro. Meow Boy. Flex tape century, gone. Record for a Dream Pirates. GG. GGG, baby. What about Show and Tell? Is just a game I play. You know, anybody know that song? Show and Tell. That's classic right there. Delphonics are great. I don't know if anybody's ever listened to Delphonics. They're pretty good. Oh Honey is a great track. I'm gonna repair my weapon just in case here. The Rizzler. So show me and tell me. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Brentwood or that's a Chicano, a purely Chicano thing, but Brentwood made some pretty badass music in the 1970s. He's probably one of my favorite musicians, but he passed away a few days ago. He died like maybe, I want to say like 3 or 4 days ago. Oh, you shitbird. Oh, fuck. Dead. Of course. Of course. That's another one. Start over. Let's start over. Of course. It was so smooth, too. What an hour to waste. Fucking swear to God, dude. Alright. It's over. Starting over. Should have waited for him. GG. Thanks for the GG, man. Alright. Donkey's still there. GG.
Perhaps.
Take 2, 450. We're running night again, or should I run like Bandit or something? Don't give me some bullshit to like one-handed dagger or some crap like that, because I don't have time for it, unfortunately. So we got Knight, Swordsman, Bandit, Cleric, Sorcerer, which I'm not running because of reasons. Explorer, Deprived. We ran Bonk not too long ago, dude. Like, literally, like, last week. But Deprived would be a fists only run, I think. Because he doesn't start with a weapon. So we'd have to do that another time. So we got Cleric, Bandit, Swordsman, Knight. Are we running Knight again? Should I just run Knight? What do you guys think? Bandit? I mean, I like the armor set for sure. So Swordsman, Bandit. We got between Bandit, Swordsman. Knight. We got Knight as well. Jacob wants Knight. So gotta break the tie here. It's between Knight, Swordsman, and Bandit. I'll give you 30 seconds or I'm gonna choose, basically. I think YouTube is talking too. I have to look at YouTube. Knight. Okay, we got 2 for Knight. 2 for Swordsman. Now it's between Knight and Swordsman. Hold on, get a phone call. I don't think it was worth a damn because they hung up. So between Knight and Swordsman. So we got between Knight and Swordsman. So what are we choosing? Knight or Swordsman? I need a tiebreaker, somebody. I need to choose now because it needs to happen. I have to hurry up and run this. Okay, so you already said Swordsman, so you count as part of the 2, not a tiebreaker. I need somebody who hasn't talked yet to choose one. If not, I'm choosing. Okay, I'm choosing. We're running Knight again. I'll just grab the bonfire aesthetic.
All people come here for the same reason.
All people come here for the same reason, to break the curse. The curse. So welcome to Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Edition. There's a lot of people that don't understand a lot of the community stuff. It's kind of weird to talk about because there's some people that have a super firm grasp on a lot of the community stuff, and there's some people that don't have any idea about certain things, and it's not necessarily anybody's fault. But the deeper you've been into the community and the longer you've been in the community, you pick up some stuff and you find out some things about games and things that have happened in certain games and all that. But Scholar Edition is actually the remaster of the original vanilla version of Dark Souls 2. And I think there's a misunderstanding a lot of the time when it comes to the Scholar Edition of the game, because you always get a lot of people that are like, oh, well, they should remake Dark Souls 2, and they don't need to remaster or remake it because it's basically a remaster. Does that make sense? Number one. Number two, Dark Souls 2 has a remaster already, but I would love to see a remake of Dark Souls 1 specifically. You know what I mean? I would love to see a remake. The remastered Dark Souls 1, there's Dark Souls 1 remastered that does exist. some quality of life changes. Very small amount of changes, but I would love to see a remake done like an Unreal Engine 5 would be nice. Not going to happen anytime soon, but it would be a cool thing to view. Dark Souls 3 doesn't necessarily need a remaster yet, but if they remastered it, I would definitely fork out the cash for it. So, I mean, there is advances. The technology has gone above and beyond recently in the recent years since Dark Souls 3 was released. For sure, it could use a remaster, maybe a polish of some kind. You know what I mean? Which would make it interesting. I think that would be an interesting thing. You know what I mean? It's a good game. It's definitely one of my favorites, you know, but for sure it does need some love. There needs to be some love provided for Dark Souls 3. That, and then, of course, Bloodborne, which is a notorious hot topic. Like, everybody's always talking about wanting a Bloodborne remaster, remake, Bloodborne, like, at least a patch, or fucking, you know, just anything for Bloodborne, Bloodborne 2. Never going to happen, of course, because of production hell, but, you know, basically just the end of the contract with FromSoft anyways. So, and I don't think FromSoft would want to sign another contract for a Bloodborne sequel. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to, but I would be all for it if they did, you know. But still, I don't think it's going to happen ever, unfortunately. That being said, of course, Night Rain's coming out, which isn't directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki, which is kind of a hot topic. We're talking about Dark Souls 2 and its origins and who directed it and who the main, what do you call it, manager of the game was, which was Hidetaka Miyazaki, even though he didn't direct the game itself or write the game. So it's kind of a hot topic. It's going to be one of those games where people either will really like it or they're really going to hate it. What's up, Oswaldo? Welcome. So we're not sure yet about Night Rain. I know that they have stuff set up for February for network testing, and we'll find out more then, really. So we're not sure about Night Rain yet, you know what I mean? It could either be really good or really bad. So we have no idea.
Choice now.
And then, of course, you know, you've got Elden Ring DLC, and Elden Ring DLC was pretty good. They're not going to make another DLC for Elden Ring. I just hope they don't make any more Elden Ring games. I know that some people would be completely against the idea of me saying that, but I think Elden Ring's pretty much lived out its personality. Like, it's just done. A new IP is what we need from FromSoft. And I don't, from what I'm hearing, like, FromSoft doesn't want to make a lot of Souls games right now, which is understandable because they've been making the same formula for the last, like, 20 years. Even though it's at the height of its popularity, probably, because of Elden Ring, I feel like Miyazaki's burnt on the concept of it. Like, I don't think he wants to make any more for a while. So I don't know if it's going to be years before the next project comes out or what's going to happen, but he also was talking about delegating his work to other people, which they might produce Souls-like games, but it won't be a Miyazaki game for a while. If that makes sense. Yeah, I died to a stupid-ass hollow that was climbing up a ladder. So well, that's what he was saying. He wanted to deliver something that was more closed world, like original style world design like he used to make. Because they want the next game they're going to make is a lot smaller. But that might also be Night Rain, which I'm not sure. But then there's also the one that they've been talking about, which is a game where it's like set in the ocean or something like that. Which is kind of weird. Because if you look at the original designs for the hippo, the golden hippo in Elden Ring, he was meant to be fought in the water. originally. So I guess there was a swimming mechanic they were going to introduce in the DLC. You know what I mean? Which would have been interesting because, I mean, I think that's kind of the only thing missing from the games is the swimming element, aside from Sekiro. Sekiro has it, but... Because I know that some of the monsters, too, in Elden Ring as well were meant to be fought in the water. Like the octopus that you fight on land octopus, was meant to be a water enemy. Which is kind of weird to think about how they would have set that up, but they could pull it. I think they could pull it personally. I don't think it's much of a problem for them. You know what I mean? Personally, I don't think it would be much of a problem. Princess Bride by Miyazaki would be great. Yeah, I know, right? We're just gonna go for the big... Oh, you know what? We can't. We need the bright bugs. Never mind. I was going to go straight for the rotten, but we need the bright bugs. So we need 16k for the bright bugs. But yeah, so they're going back to more like a closed off, less open world formula supposedly in the next game. But that might be Night Rain, like I said, so... Which, I mean, Elden Ring is a good game. It's just there's not a lot of elements in the game that make it a great open world game. It's a decent Souls-like game, you know? But when you come to terms if you're like playing The Witcher or like Ghost of Tsushima or something, there's a lot of shit missing, man, you know, honestly. Everything, screaming eels, rock climbing, sword fighting. Yeah, that's why I was hoping it was a pirate Souls-like game. A pirate Souls-like game in the vein of Bloodborne would be interesting as fuck, especially with the Shores of Madness and stuff. Like, that'd be cool as fuck. You're gonna miss my lovin'. You're gonna miss my love. You'll never find someone who loves you like I do. You'll never find. Black beard, blue beard, and yellow beard. Yep. The king of the yellow beard. Yeah, I can only imagine what kind of shit they would pull in a game like that. But that would be cool as hell, dude. They could add like prosthetics and stuff. Like I was saying, you could do like because pirates are missing limbs, you know. If you think about it, it would stand to reason to make sense to have a pirates game because you could customize your character based on it. Like some stuff from like Sekiro, the swimming would be good, you know, swimming monsters, fighting on a boat. I mean, swashbuckling, you know, Lovecraftian horror. You know, I mean, you could keep doing it. Did she give me the ring? I didn't even notice. No. Oh yeah, she did. The old Ironbeard DLC, yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It'd be badass as fuck. I'm telling you. Dying with exams. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm doing good. Running my Soulsborne no death runs 450 total after this. So this will be my 450th no death run of the Soulsborne series if we finish it today. And it's a class run, so it's like fucking night stuff only, basically. Different prosthetics? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you could get like an explosive arm or some shit, you can kind of use the trick weapon method on it, you know what I mean? Which would be interesting. The jumping mechanics could stay the same from Elden Ring. Like, you could do all kinds of shit with a pirate game in the FromSoft universe. That, and of course, you know, they're not going to do it, but it would be awesome to have a Castlevania produced by From Software. Like, it would be legit one of the most awesome games ever made. And I'm not talking 2D platform and shit. I mean third person, like a Souls game, but it's fucking Castlevania. So show me and tell me. Come on, boys. Get the hell out of the way. Really? You lazy shit. It's probably not gonna happen though, because you know, reasons like good ideas don't make sense to other people sometimes, and like if they don't hear those things, they won't understand it. So hold on, I'm getting a phone call while I'm trying to not die. 5 seconds, please. Someone who loves you like I do. $187 number is never a good one. Usually like a bill collector or something, you know? Purse user? Yeah, a nice purse user kill, yeah. He's the purse user. Dull ember. Life is so dull, especially with this ember. Yeah, this is the Falconer's armor. But this is the starting armor that the knight gets for some reason. I guess the knight was a falconer or something. It has to make sense, I guess, somewhat. It's weird though, right? I agree. Are you fucking serious? Whatever. Wow, of course. I blew myself up too. Why not? It's not like I don't have any healing items or anything, you fucking assholes. Yeah, it's the Falconer set. That's what you start off with as a knight. I don't know why. I don't know what the lore behind that is, but yes. You start with the Falconer set. I don't know what it is, why that is, but... Classy armor for a knight. I guess it's the most knight-like. There is the knight set in the game, though, you know. It's just weird that you don't start with the knight set. But it looks identical to the knight set in Dark Souls 1, so... I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is. You know what I mean? I personally don't understand it, but... it is what it is, I guess. What do you do when you lose an empty? What do you mean lose an empty? What does that mean? Lose and feel empty? Is that what you said? Is that what you mean? I'm trying to understand. I never feel empty, by the way, even if I lose. Oh, look who it is. Our good old friend Forlorn. Oh, you son of a bitch. This is the only dude problematic to a no-hit run. I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, he's coming this way. Nice. Gonna miss my lovin'. Gonna miss my love. I'm gonna go in this little room because there's a lot of places to fall off. Oh my fucking god, bro. That hit like a truck. And of course I have no healing items, by the way. I only have 8 gems. Life gems here and like 1 Estus flask because he's an opportunist, this guy. You turd. Looks like I won. Me versus me, and I still won. Because I always win, even when I lose, baby. That's why I never feel empty when I do lose a run. Because no matter what, I'm learning, so I'm always winning. That's how you have to view it. That's how people that get comfortable with failure are the only ones that succeed. People that can't be comfortable with failure are the people that never succeed. And if they do, it's usually by accident. Butter, butter, butter. You're gonna miss my loving.
So, right? You've got to give me.
Flame, dear flame. Forlorn invasions keep it fresh? Yeah, I agree. I wonder who the fuck called me. I gotta see who this is. Hold on. It says it's from Michigan? I don't, and then it didn't answer the phone. It was really weird. You ever get phone calls like that where it doesn't make any sense? It's pretty strange.
Thank you kindly. See, listen.
Like, they called me for like 5 seconds, basically. You know? And that was it. It was just weird. That was just really strange. I need at least 4 life gems here.
Thank you kindly. Oh, just oh yeah. So, satisfied? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that happens. Like, I'll call them, and it seems like almost a scam. Like, I don't know if you've ever gotten that like text message. We tried to deliver your package, but we're gonna be bringing it back to the station, and you have to call this phone number and shit. And it seems like total fiction. You know what I'm talking about? You ever got those kind of text messages where it doesn't make sense? I kind of feel like that's the case sometimes with shit like that. Is it just a scam of some kind? At least it feels like it to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, that one and like the postal service emails and shit. You know what I mean? Like those are all fake. Like they never would email anybody. Just like Bank of America. Bank of America doesn't email people usually. Unless like you owe them money or some shit probably. You know, if your account's overdrawn or something, they might email you, but they won't say like, "Oh yeah, somebody's got your card number." You know, like they wouldn't say shit like that ever. They would probably physically call you, which is even a detrimental thing because most people won't believe you're Bank of America if you get called by them. You know, which is hard to deal with. Like, because like, yeah, sure you are Bank of America, sure. And then you have to prove it to them, and you're like, you know what? Just call the number on the back of the card, homie. Don't even bother with me. Then you know for a fact that person's legit, usually. But if they don't let you call the number on the back of the card, then they're probably full of shit. Toll roads? Yeah, that one's pretty rough. The toll roads one, yeah. The worst part about working fraud department for Bank of America at one point was that like they would do the cold inbound calls, and the customer wasn't making the call, and they wouldn't tell you that it was an outbound call going to the customer. So basically, you'd end up on the phone with a customer, and you're like, "How can I help you?" And then the customer's like, you called me, so I don't know what the hell you need," you know. And then you'd have to prove to them that you were Bank of America because, you know, fuck, dude. I wouldn't believe I was Bank of America if I was that guy. I would think it was a scam, you know what I mean? But no, that's what happens sometimes. You just get a fucking cold call from somebody who we called, and they don't tell you that it's an outbound inbound call. And of course, they don't fucking believe you, and I don't blame them for not believing you. You know, so it's like, really, dude? Why you do this shit? Why for you do this shit? Yeah, but since we're on the subject of it, I do remember the reason why I got out of fraud, because fraud is brutal, man. Like, it's fucked up. Dealing with people's personal money and just having really no explanation for a lot of people is pretty fucked. You know what I mean? Like, there was this guy, and he was a veteran, you know, and I don't work there anymore, so I'm about to say whatever the fuck I want, basically, at this point, but this dude wanted a Peacock discount because he was a military veteran, right? And he's like, I want a Peacock discount. And so he starts looking on the internet for the Peacock discount for military veterans and stuff. And he gets an email from this guy, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll set you up with Peacock. You just have to give me your information, and we have to do a couple things, and we can get you discounted Peacock, basically, right? So what happens is this guy's in a wheelchair. Like, he was a Vietnam vet, So I mean, he's been around for a while. He's an older guy, okay. And the guy that was talking to him on the phone was like, "I need remote access to your phone so I can activate your account," basically. And of course, if you know anything about scam, dude, like, that's a big old no-no. Like, they will never ask you for remote access to your phone, ever. So what happened was the dude gave him remote access to his phone, and of course his phone numbers are stored on the guy's phone, and they end up using that to give him a Peacock account, technically, with a login, but they drained his account for like $200,000-$300,000 or some shit like that. And this poor dude, man, was completely broke and penniless by the time they were done with his ass. So think about it this way. You have a 60-year-old man, 70-year-old man on the phone who's a military veteran, and he's in a wheelchair because he was injured in the war, and he's bawling his eyes out crying because he lost $200,000-$300,000 of his money, and he's never getting it back. So emotionally, it takes a toll on you doing that job, man. Like, it's rough. It's hard to deal with. You know what I mean? It was worse for the guy, of course, but over periods of time of dealing with people in this situation where they ended up basically penniless and emotional, and basically everything that they've earned in their own life and their retirement funds, and you know, you had elderly people, and it's a terrible experience, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to see these people go through this shit. You know? And granted, of course, it's a service, but I can only imagine being like a 911 dispatcher or something like that would be far worse. I don't think I could handle that. I don't think I could handle being a 911 dispatcher. It's just the amount of things that you would hear, man. You know what I mean? I don't think you could live that down. You would definitely need some therapy, in my opinion. Exactly. That's why they can never repay it. They willingly gave him the money, yeah. Ooh, I passed the background check for FedEx. Ooh, boy. Hell yeah. Yeah, you can't give them the money back, bro. That's the worst part about it. Is like, they'll be like, well, can I get my money back? And you know, you got to tell them the truth. You got to tell them the truth. You got to say, hey, look, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. It's not going to happen. Legally, we can't do that. We have to file a police report and all this stuff, but I can't give you that money back. No, I'm sorting. I'll be sorting. It takes a while to become a driver, dude. There's a wait list for it. I wanted to see how much damage he does. He doesn't do that a lot of damage for being an NG+, I'm surprised. Oh, the gift cards? Yeah, man. Yep. That's the other thing, too, is like some people will be posing as family members and shit, dude. And that one's rough, too, because you get like elderly people that believe they're like a nephew or something, you know, trapped in the middle of nowhere out in Mexico or whatever, you know, and then they're like, oh yeah, could you send me, you know, could you Western Union this, or could you, you know, buy me a gift card, Visa gift card for like $200, and then they buy like 5, 6 $200 ones, and it's just like, fuck, bro. Drove FedEx ground for a few years way back. Ground is different though. GG, thank you. Yeah, because what I'll be doing is I'll be sorting. Right now, technically, I'm still delivering for UPS. I'm trying to get into UPS because I would rather work for UPS than FedEx. But if they don't hire me for the off season, it's fine because I'll still be working FedEx basically until next year. Both are good though. I mean, they're not bad places to work. UPS just pays more, dude, you know, and has like benefits and shit. So it's the only reason why. I love the UPSers too, and I love my job with them. But and they keep talking about hiring me, but I'm like, I'm not sure how true that is. You know what I mean?
That is more.
You used to sort for FedEx? Yeah. I know a driver that sorts for FedEx, which is funny because he'll pull peak season. Dude'll be up there at like 2 a.m. sorting. And then after until like 5 or 6 a.m, then he goes and he sets up his route for UPS. Which I'm like, damn, boy. Oh, you know what? We should have done that. Here. Okay. Well, you gotta die first. I gotta do this right. He's a 20-year dude, too, man. He's been working UPS for 20 years. It's like, damn, boy, how much money you need, like, for real, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus, because them drivers make, like, 43 to start, you know? After the new contract, it's 49.90 something or 49.30 or some shit like that, but after the 5-year period increase, but it's like, but just in Arizona. I'm pretty sure they make more in other places. California, they probably make at least another extra 10, 15 bucks an hour, more than likely, but. And then the thing is, I was going to truck driving school. That was my goal, right? I started with this truck driving school thing, I think November, and I'm sick of their shit. I mean, I got to the point where I'm completely fucking sick of their shit. So I'm gonna, like, basically choose a different school. Powered by amphetamines? No, they're just hard fuckers, man, Bryce. That's usually how it goes. Usually, most people that work at UPS are hard as fuck. They're definitely no slouches. Even in their older ages, they tend to be pretty intense individuals. Like my usual driver, Deb, this lady, I've said this before, but she's in her 50s. She takes cancer medication because she had breast cancer, and this shit elevates her body heat. In the summer in southern Arizona, the back of that truck is like 130 degrees, and she'll be working with that medication in her system. So a lot of these people are just hardcore as fuck, bro. And that's one of the reasons why I love the UPSers so much, because they're just hardcore motherfuckers, dude. They really are. God damn it, I should have known he was going to do the third. What's up, Jeffrey Walkup? At the terminal I was at, we packed our own trucks too. Yeah, so you did the preload stuff and the driving, or what? That's pretty rough, dude, because usually in UPS they have their own preload team. Which it's hard work because it's preload, because they give you like 1,700 packages, and you got to preload a truck like couple different trucks, like at least 5 or 6 trucks, dude, sometimes. And yeah, preload's pretty hardcore. And if you have to preload and ride in it, ooh boy, that's some work right there too. So that's the thing I respect. I respect the FedEx guys too, man. And I'm not trying to be mean. Okay. If you work for Amazon, I'm sorry if I say this and it bothers you, but a lot of us don't like Amazon drivers. I mean, y'all get a fucking air-conditioned car, bro. You're out. I mean, I'm just going to put that out there. Number one, drivers don't like you from UPS. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's the truth. We don't like you. Trying to be mean, not trying to be mean at all, okay? Just being honest with you. It's not your fault. It's the company's fault, okay? Little ass trucks, yep. Yeah, that's how they do it, man. You got that pickup. That's what they call that, a pickup. Because, like, in UPS, that's what we do that all the time, bro. Especially when somebody needs help, dude. Fuck, dude. That's, like, the worst on peak season. Luckily, they have what's called PPD or SSD drivers, which you can toss some stops on them, which is nice. But those are seasonal drivers. But that doesn't happen often, bro. You go in there with like 300 packages, you're pretty much delivering 300 packages. That's usually how it goes. Usually. $196 days. Woo, boy. Yeehaw, buckaroo. The other guys I really respect are the USPS guys, man, because they got it pretty rough. Because they handle more than just the parcels, obviously. They handle flats and, like, letters and sure posts and, you know, next days and just pretty much everything. And it's not just, like, several houses spread out. They service every house, dude. And that's got to be rough work during the summertime, especially. You know what I mean? So I definitely respected the USPS a lot, dude. They do a lot of hard work. Their trucks are, you know, not big, but they're definitely not air conditioned either. And during the hot seasons, it's rough on those guys, man. And if it wasn't for them, you'd never get your mail, you know. So there's a lot of respect for those guys, in my opinion. You gonna come down this time? Wow, he went this way? What the fuck? You trickster. I love it. I love the spirit, sir. Good job, GG. FedEx ground contractors own the route, so you don't actually work for FedEx or truck. Oh, so you're an independent contractor. How does do you get benefits that way or no? Or do you have to source out your own benefits? Because if you're independently contracted, I would imagine that you'd have to source out your own benefits. Unless they have some kind of, like, closed thing that they do if you're contracting through them. Which might be something that does exist. Which means you could bring your truck home and shit, right? Technically. If you wanted to. I would imagine, though, the scrambling for those routes, dude, must be a pain in the ass because some are closer to your house and shit, right? They must be, like, vicious with trying to own them routes. Oh! Oh! Dude, right in the back of the head, that was a close one. The 17-foot box fan, yeah, I would imagine, dude. That's gotta suck. What are the rules like backing in and shit? Like, do you have like I would imagine you guys have extensive federal rules that you follow, right? Guidelines and shit. There has to be. That's another reason why, what do you call it? Amazon gets kind of shit on is because of their rules. Because they basically, there's a lot of shit that they don't do. Rule-wise, kind of unsafe. Battle for some other contractors? Yeah. That's what I figured, dude. It's like that. That's what I figured. Yeah, because you have like, plus, don't you have like 200 sensors probably on that fucking truck too, right? Shit ton to tell them if you're doing some shit you shouldn't be doing or whatever. I'm pretty sure they're like always paying attention to that shit constantly. When was this phone call placed? 28 minutes ago. Yeah, it was first. Did you have a backup camera? That's fucking great, dude. That's great.
So,
It's not even just that, man. Watching them terrible fucking kids, bro, you know? The kids are terrible. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you know what I mean? Those kids got to be a pain in the ass to deal with on a daily, too. Because there's always those problematic children, you know what I mean? And they still keep everything fucking safe, too, you know? So that's got to be a juggle for sure, dude. Yeah, definitely. Like, my kid, I love her. She's well behaved most of the time, but I'm pretty sure to other people she might actually not be well behaved at all. I have a feeling she's a pain in the ass to other people. Just have that feeling, you know? The other dudes I think need a lot of respect too are probably the trash dudes. The city guys that do the trash. The other day I was riding around in this neighborhood and I haven't seen this in a long time, but there was a dude riding on the trash truck, like literally holding onto the bars, bro, and like putting his knee down to fucking basically not fall off the trash truck from behind. I don't see that shit anymore at all. It's like an essential function of the city too. Like they definitely need trash people, you know. I would imagine that job is pretty difficult somewhat too, you know what I mean? Like the amount of schedule keeping and shit and smelling trash all day, and like I'm pretty sure it's a rough job to have. Alright, so let's see. Program. Safety reminder. Deb. Text her. You aren't like, yeah. Driving those trucks, man, has got to be rough, though, in general, you know? I'm pretty sure.
Bearer of the curse, seek the king.
Thank you kindly.
But seek this.
$698,000. I don't know where we can hit $1 million at, because we need to hit $1 million to move on. We'll get another bonfire ascetic. I'm pretty sure that might push us over the Rin, but I don't know. Maybe we might actually have to do Huntsman's Cops, which is fine. It's just a waste of time, really. Because if we do Huntsman's Cops, then we can get another bonfire ascetic and fight the Rotten one more time. And that should definitely push us over. So going all the way to Iron Keep is a gigantic waste of time on this run, if it's any percent. Yeah, I gotta leave right now. I guess there's 200 packages. So my driver's gonna meet me at 12 noon. So I have to go right now. We'll continue this run later. Because it's 11:30, right? So yeah, I probably should get going. Alright guys, I'll be back. We'll finish this run later. I'm just gonna keep it here in this spot. So thank you so much for watching. I'll be back later tonight. If not, I'll be back tomorrow morning. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Maybe if I come back tonight, I'll be able to run more than one. So I'm able to run 151 total. I mean, 451 total after this.